Hi, Masato.
Yeah, so welcome back, everybody.
Where were we?
In the middle of the story, apparently. I thought it would start us over at the beginning of this chapter, but clearly it didn't want to.
That would have been annoying.
I guess.
It brings you back where we left off.
Was it? Yeah, but we only had like 2 lines of dialogue at the beginning of the story.
We were studying to try and get into the same college as our friends.
Yeah, Tokyo U.
Because apparently the only human in town is also like the dumbest kid in town for some reason.
Apparently. Also, sorry ahead of time if we sound kind of weird. We've changed our recording setup, so there's a chance that we don't sound quite right. I'm still trying to fix it.
Experimental.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Let's see. So I was doing Masato, right?
Yeah.
So you've been having Kokoro give you lessons lately?
Yeah.
So you finally are up for it.
Somehow, I guess.
You're finally up for studying.
Where are you going to?
Tokyo U.
Huh? Are you for real? Nonni desu ka?
It is. I'm serious. Kokoro's been giving me lessons just for that.
Kokoro is doing her best too, huh?
And I have to work hard so that her efforts won't go to waste.
Since you're aiming for Tokyo U with me, I'm behind you as well.
So, can I ask you for pointers from time to time?
He is pointy.
I suck at teaching others, so I'm gonna pass.
Thanks, Masato. You're
Thanks,
so helpful.
Masato.
Good friend.
Wait, really?
You see, it's because I'm a genius.
Fuck you.
He's like, I don't really get it either. I just, know it.
He's got a big brain in his big skull.
If I was just a great all-around person, I could teach you as well, but geniuses are pretty self-sufficient.
Oh, you're a dick. No, sorry, I guess I just don't get it at all.
Well, that's that.
Okay, no choice. This isn't fair to Kokoro, but I guess I'll have her drill it into me.
Go for it. Kokoro will be happier that way anyway.
I wonder about that.
He's shipping these two. He wants them to get together.
However, you better not depend on her too much.
Eh?
It's Tokyo U, you know. I don't know if Kokoro's current results can even make it. Barely or otherwise.
I thought she was doing okay.
I get that it is Japan's hardest to enter university. But is it extremely so? I'm all over the place right now already.
It's fine. It's been a while since we've done these voices.
No, I meant like I can't pronounce things. I'm tripping over words.
I'll just get into you'll get better.
Even for Kokoro, who's the top student in this class.
Well, I'll cheer you on.
Yeah, thanks. And just like that, it's evening. That was a very long conversation. I think it was morning when we started.
Maybe. Got it?
No.
Let me know if you have questions, okay?
Yeah. There's a lot. No, it's more like I don't get anything at all.
Dude!
I've been going over my work since last night, but I can't solve today's questions at all.
Has no one before now
Why?
tried to get him to like an actual tutor?
Yeah, no, I guess not.
No? I mean, their parents aren't at home, so it's possible that just no one's decided to take a look at how he does things. There's a good chance that this kid just needs a different kind of help, like a little more focused from a professional who knows what they're doing.
Yeah. The same question as the other one I did yesterday. Similar question? No. The test here is written as a practical question. My pen can't do anything the moment the questions become word problems like this. Damn it.
So he's having trouble interpreting what it's asking in a word problem? Because that's why word problems exist.
Yeah, I think so. Well, some people actually have more trouble with word problems than they do with the alternative.
Yeah, where it's like you have to figure out what the equation is before you can solve it, because they do it in the form of, like, how many apples your friend has or whatever.
Yeah, like, for the most part, word problems kind of exist for people who can't just look at numbers and figure it out. But at the same time, there are people who prefer looking at numbers.
Yeah.
And they can't do the word problem thing.
So Kokoro is probably doing, what a student would do, and just kind of repeating what the teacher had taught her that she understood. So it's a very good chance that he just needs someone to try and teach him things in a different way.
I think that they should probably offer equations like the word problems just as actual written equations. I don't know why that's such a big deal.
Some of it is supposed to be like a word puzzle kind of thing. Like,
yeah,
you're supposed to be learning a little language.
A word puzzle shouldn't be on a test.
Well, it's fine. And sometimes it's like, oh, well, this is a practical application of this type of math. That's what screwed me up and made calculus just impossible after a point. Because, like, I could do the equations, but the practical applications for calculus were things that involved engineering stuff, and I have no basis in that.
That's the problem, though, is that shouldn't really be a big part of it. I mean, it would be fine to put that on like study lessons and things like that, but not if it's a test. I think it should just be mostly equations.
Well, it depends on what they're testing for. They're also testing for the word problem.
They shouldn't be testing your reading comprehension in math. I don't know.
It's like if you're just learning one thing at one time, then you're not going to be able to mix them together better. But either way, this kid needs a different kind of help, I think. I think that's it.
Sorry. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Sorry, I don't get it at all.
Okay, let me borrow this for a moment.
Alright.
For this, you do this here, and when you do, then it becomes this. I kind of wish that they had put actual math problems in this game.
No, the math in this universe works differently than our own, so
it's
we wouldn't
vague.
be able to solve them.
They gotta be as vague as possible. And it's like, I wouldn't mind if you just gave us a math problem and then, like, you're sitting at your computer when you're doing this, so you could just go into another window and figure it out.
Yeah.
Can you try the next question?
I'll try.
Okay, let me know when you're stuck.
I mean, if you're stuck.
Oh. When?
I try getting into it. Sorry, I don't know how I should start with the question.
For this part...
She smoothly writes down all the formulas while explaining it in thorough detail.
I think that's going too fast.
But none of this actually enters my head.
She's going too detailed and she's doing it all at once.
No. I definitely heard it, but it flew out the other ear as fast as it came in. I don't understand these applications, and I don't think I can do them even if I know the basics. Suddenly, Masato's words cross my mind. I don't know if Kokoro's current results can even make it, barely or otherwise. Kokoro's results are godlike next to mine, and I, still stumbling over basics, am aiming for the same university as Kokoro. If even Kokoro is struggling.
Well, teaching someone else in theory helps you remember your own stuff better.
Yeah. Putting so much effort into teaching someone like me. Isn't it obvious that she doesn't actually have time for me? No. It's not about Kokoro this or Kokoro that. Me? Tokyo you? It's time to snap out of this dream.
Given up already?
Yeah. I knew it was impossible.
Coward.
Don't you see? This question is basically the same as the one we did yesterday, right? Just a little change and this happens.
If you can identify it as being the same, you can swap out the numbers. Because equations work that way.
I think he's realizing that he's dragging her down is the big problem.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. It just makes me think like, okay, show me the math problem so I can figure out his problem. You can definitely solve it if you keep practicing. Maybe we can get back to the basics and try harder.
The basics? I've done all that till I rot. And I still don't get it.
Well, you haven't mastered the basics, so why are we moving on because you haven't mastered it? ...
Sorry. I'm starting to hate myself for getting irritated and lashing out at Kokoro.
Let's take a break. I'll go get some juice.
She rushes out right after. Just, what am I doing? Really? An idiot like me is definitely not making it to Tokyo U in just 6 months. I knew it. All of it. Yet I'm involving Kokoro in this and making her worry about me.
Go to whoever the, counselors are in the school and ask to see an actual tutor.
Let's stop this. I quickly close my reference book.
So you can't tell me they don't have tutors in Japan.
I put my mechanical pencil back in its box. The box goes back in its bag.
What are you doing?
Kokoro, welcome back.
No, not welcome back. We'll keep this up after this juice break, right?
You see, Kokoro...
No!
Her voice is loud and sharp enough to cut me off.
Here, I got you some juice, so let's do our best.
Listen to me, Kokoro.
I don't want to hear it.
I already quit.
Fuck you. Why? We're just getting started, aren't we?
You see, it's not that I think this is entirely useless, but continuing this will just end up disturbing your exam studies.
I don't think so. I told you teaching is part of my study time too, didn't I?
The basics of the basics isn't really something you need to be reviewing for Tokyo U's entrance exam, is it?
No, that's not true.
If you fail the exam, it'll definitely be my fault.
Well, then get better. I don't think that way. How could it be your fault?
It will just make me feel responsible.
I'll make it. I'll definitely make it, just you see.
I'm sorry your lessons were a great help for the past few days.
Clearly weren't. Why are you trying to end our conversation here?
So negative. I'll just think of my own prospects in my own way.
Ichitaro, you idiot!
Oh, she's
red
getting all
eyes.
evil. Jesus. The juice can comes flying at me in a beautiful parabola.
You can say parabola and you can't do the math?
I do nothing to avoid it. A dull pain envelops my head.
I'm going back now.
I'm back.
We're home. Welcome home!
My sister scrabbles to the front door to welcome me.
I'm making dinner today! A real dinner!
I see, thank you.
Eh? Bro, you don't sound too good.
No such thing, okay?
You lie.
You lie. No, I don't.
Something happened with Kokoro, am I right?
What?
She's sitting here thinking, oh, you made a move? And it's like, nah, he's just disappointing.
Yeah.
Did you think I wouldn't figure it out?
I can only nod solemnly at Itsumi's cat-like smile.
Cat-like, I guess.
Yeah, you know. Well, I mean, it's a letter off from cat-like.
Yeah. I love that they do these things where it's like they're just making it so obvious that they're ignoring the graphics. Since way back when, whenever something happened to Kokoro, you'd always get in a sour mood.
As expected from my sister.
It's a weird line.
Yeah.
So, both of you had a fight or something?
Yeah.
And Bro was the one at fault here, right?
Yes.
Idiot.
baka.
What was the reason?
Kokoro wants me to aim for Tokyo U with her, and I thought I'd just ride along.
Yes, and you started studying with her since then, and for some reason you just gave up and came back.
Yeah. You're amazing. That's exactly what happened. I don't want to read that line as is written. It's so weird.
That is indeed the case.
That is indeed the case. Because
Yeah,
that's something a human being says to another human
very
being.
weird. We've had this conversation before. So, bro, do you seriously think you can enter Tokyo U?
No.
I thought so. But, well, I guess that's Kokoro for you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Such an idiot can't make it to Tokyo U.
Well, you're right, but it still hurts, you know?
She's just gonna shame him into doing better.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's eat. You'll feel better after eating.
Yeah, thank you. Day 5, Tuesday, the 11th of September.
Oh, shit. Do you think they forgot?
Shush.
I'm sorry.
Just get a grip and wake up already. It was done in the sister's voice. It is clearly a quote, but the green outline means that it's the internal monologue. I don't know what's up with that.
That's a little odd.
Suddenly, a high-pitched voice pierces my dream. I bolt upright soon after. Kokoro? Oh, it wasn't
What?
the sister, it was Kokoro.
Don't look at me as if you've seen a ghost. What are you doing in this room?
It's not that. I mean, we had a fight yesterday.
This is a dream, right? This is this, and that is that. Come on, we're gonna be late.
It's like, she's angry at you for that, but she's not going to completely give up on you as a friend, you idiot.
I think it's a dream sequence. She just appears in his room.
No, didn't she do this? No, first day she threw rocks at his window.
And it's like, Itsumo would totally let her in, doesn't matter, but it's like, it just feels like it's like she just shows up here, and when he wakes up, he's in bed, and it's like, this is gonna go somewhere weird, right?
Probably. Yeah. I crawl out of bed as Kokoro keeps urging me and proceed to change.
Like right in front of her?
Huh? What's wrong?
Don't what's wrong here. That's an awkward line.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
This is not a laughing matter, jeez. Does he sleep naked?
No, he just started changing in front of her.
Oh, okay. Oh no, we're definitely going to be late today.
My bad.
You'll be responsible if I get scolded, okay?
So we just have to run to avoid it.
It's a race to school then. Oh, this is a metaphor.
Kokoro, wait for me.
The you're responsible if I fail thing.
Yeah.
And they're like, well then just run faster.
Yeah.
Dream on.
Kokoro then sprints ahead. Somehow I breathe a sigh of relief and start chasing after her. Did we make it? Is that a no?
I don't know.
Are you okay?
Yeah, mostly.
I'm all run out.
Yeah, and I'm thirsty. Too bad I threw all that juice.
She's some kind of bug. Shouldn't she be faster than a normal human being?
Well, she had to carry you. She can't. She kind of drags him.
Oh gosh. A little bit. I don't know what's been up with my throat lately, by the way. I did not start coughing until we started doing this recording, but I have been coughing an awful lot lately.
There's a cold going around.
Yeah. I take my water bottle out of my bag and offer her some.
Glug glug.
She starts to drink, her throat subtly pulsing. Oh, don't talk about this with every gulp of
That's
water.
a weird thing to
Yeah,
focus
that's a
on.
really bad description of anything.
It's just kind of weird. It's like, look at that hot neck
Somehow,
motion.
this sight fascinates me. And then the bell rings, blessing us with the knowledge that we barely made it to school on time. Ring, ring.
Ah, the teacher's coming. Gotta get back to our seats.
Yeah. School is over for today.
We didn't even see the teacher.
No, I didn't get to do my horrible voice for him or anything.
Yeah.
In the end, Kokoro and I talk like nothing happened during yesterday's incident. Though I'm fairly puzzled, I feel relieved that everything remains the same with Kokoro. Well, not completely. Two things are different from usual. First, she didn't invite me out for lunch during break.
Oh.
And second, I'm currently leaving school alone.
Oh.
Usually, Kokoro would call me up and we'd walk back home together. Ichitaro! Suddenly, as I turn my back, Masato is behind me.
Hey, bud, you fuck up yet? Yeah?
We need to talk.
Huh? Sure, but what's wrong?
It's all right. Just come with me.
I hope it turns out that he's willing to do a little tutoring for Ichitaro, and it turns out that the reason he just does everything so naturally is because he's interpreting the problems differently, and it works for Ichi.
What is this? You sound hostile here.
That's my intent.
Oh shit.
What do you mean?
He's gonna suck your blood.
Masato keeps quiet after that, heading off without saying a word. With no choice, I follow. Are we gonna get beaten up by the demon?
We deserve it.
Reaching a park, Masato heads to the center, and then turns around slowly. Naturally, the both of us end up facing each other.
You just made Kokoro cry, huh?
Made her cry? Me?
That's right. I heard everything from Kokoro today. Do you even have a single clue? So, something happened.
Yeah.
How dare you spit on her kindness?
Sorry if the audio was weird.
No,
from
I'm
that.
hoping it's not. Spit? I didn't do anything.
If we had spit on her, they would have given us a picture for it.
Yeah.
You went ahead and said you'd aim for Tokyo U, and then used Kokoro to get her spirits up and squeeze out her best in tutoring you, right?
I read that wrong the first time, and it was like, squeeze out her best tutoring in you, and I was like, what the fuck does that mean? And then I reread
She's
it.
the one who asked me to do it.
But you made the decision. If you aren't confident, why didn't you just reject her from the start?
Gradually, we step closer to each other. By the time we stop, we're close enough to feel each other's breath.
Oh, this is not where I expected this to go.
That...
You and your half-assed decisions.
Only one eye glowing, huh?
Yeah.
Your narcissistic thinking. That is what hurt Kokoro.
His voice is so angry, I feel like it's going to burst my eardrums. I'm not going to get that loud. I know that, but...
No, you don't. Look at how you were today. You must have been so happy. Nothing changed between you and Kokoro. Am I wrong? Yeah, all of it. Trying to make everything fit your convenient ideas. You have no idea how hard she's been working